Okay. Our allies are not doing well. I have a sneaking suspicion that they probably became a regional power by spiking their aggressive expansion way too high. And that is why they are now being dogpiled by, like, everyone and their cousin on the subcontinent. So they might get reduced to the status of a local power. And therefore we would just be guaranteeing some random Iberian people. But, you know, it's our own fault. We decided that we just could not be bothered to negotiate military access to go help them, so. Alright, professional sailors for boats we don't have. We're just burning civic power for no reason at this point. Vocantia, yeah, you can come through our lands. That's okay. We're cool with that. Yeah, they're gonna get demolished. How about the Dumnoni? They just got split in half. I don't even know if they would qualify for an alliance anymore. They would not. So basically everybody but us that is in our region that has risen to this rank has done so in such a way that they turned everyone against them. Are we not importing livestock anymore? Or we are. We don't really need Freeman promotion cost, though. What did we lose access to? We still got iron. Was it cloth? Did we import cloth? Let's import some cloth. Sounds good to me. How high is too high for aggressive expansion? Yeah, I back off if I get above like 10 to 15, but it's situational. It's definitely not as dangerous as it is in EU4. Yeah, as Katie Cat says, aggressive expansion is just a number. What else would you spend civic power on? I believe that... what else do you spend civic power on? I haven't fully memorized yet what all the uses for everything is. I thought converting. Let's see, it's not conversion and it's not promotion. Is it assimilation? I know there's some other use for civic power. I just don't remember what it is off the top of my head. It's definitely not just for inventions. One of our clan chiefs, Lugatorix Vodenosus, has suggested moving some of the people of Clan Coreus and Bonus to his own rule instead. We gain 3 centralization either way, which is good. It just depends on who you want to piss off. Coreus is still loyal to us, even though we've sided against him almost every time. It would not be right to go through with such an idea. I wanna help my bro out for once. Yeah, Boletti look like they're gonna just be wiped off the face of the earth. Maybe whoever conquers them will be our new ally. So yeah, we're kind of out of options. Moving pops around. Yeah, thank you, Casey guy. That's the other thing that you use it for, is moving pops. Which is useful if you need to colonize something, or it can be useful for migrations too. I think actually turning a province into a migrating horde costs oratory. Sometimes you need to concentrate pops first. 0.77 per month, yeah, that sounds like a great trade. Watching the destruction of our allies here. We're going to continue down the infantry tree here. Many tribes maintain close relations with their neighbors, guaranteeing a certain amount of cooperation when it came to battle. Warbands likely comprise members of many different local tribes all fighting for glory, which is kind of modeled in this game by the different clans. I think we have enough wind power now that we can probably just create a Rosemerita real quick. Sure. Well, if we aren't going to be able to have any allies, that means we're really going to have to specifically target nations where we can take on their entire alliance at once. Tripolitty obviously would not join that war. So let's see who we got down here. Consorania. We could take them out. I mean, they're one province. It's an awful waste of 180 diplo power. I'd rather go after stronger targets now. Let's see, the Ambari, Endel, and the Camulensi, and the Petricori would all join them. The Turges, I think, still have a very strong alliance. Aidui, we have a guarantee with them, and they have a strong alliance. Segasavi. The Sequani have gotten quite small. This might be a winnable war. That might be a winnable war right there. I don't want to jinx it, but I think that might be a winnable war. What about the Helvii? Livians and... okay. But again, that's going to be a war for like 3 cities. I think we might just have to bite the bullet and go to war with the Aidui next. We have a pretty big... like, this is our main army, and we have quite a bit of heavy infantry, which I don't know that they even have access to. Yeah, the Lingones have iron, but I don't think any of the rest of them do. We will be attacking across a river no matter what. But we might be able to get into their lands. Here's going to be the strategic consideration if we go to war with the Aidui, the Sequani, and the... who else was it? The Segasavi. We're going to revoke the guarantee first from these guys. And the Ambari, who are currently being stepped on anyway. We need to hunt their armies relentlessly. We need to just kill the shit out of their armies. Oh, well, look at that. They're recruiting heavy infantry. They got access to iron somehow. It's actually a very, very useful piece of information that we were able to see. So thank you to whichever spy wrote out and learned that they were doing that. He will be immortalized. He or she will be immortalized in song, most likely. Let's see. Where do we not have coverage yet? Over here? Okay. So yeah, we're going to need to hunt their armies relentlessly, because... last message. Katie Cat says in her Rome game, she's sitting at 87 aggressive expansion and just bitch slapped a massive war Carthage brought to you. Okay, so apparently you can go pretty high. Let's see, Sardinia is freer. This happened in my game as well. Yeah, I don't think the AI is super good at boats yet. I mean, Paradox AI has not been super good at boats ever. Rome is getting a little bigger though, by the way. Phrygia has exploded. Phrygia is the new China. The Phrygian explosion is the new Ming explosion. This is an incredibly accurate assessment. Let's see, we need a governor. Celtica. He's slightly competent. This is the guy we passed up for a governorship earlier, so he's finally getting his way. Yeah, if we can keep them from concentrating their forces, is basically what I was getting at. That's a winnable war. Yes, I realize I'm marching all my armies in a giant blob that is causing attrition. So let's stagger this a little bit. Conflict. Our nation sticks together. Okay, so you guys go here now. You guys go here now. Okay, hopefully that will make them march a little bit smarter. We're not taking so much attrition. Cool. Katie Cat says, pro tip, don't try and land 50k elephant troops to a waiting 40k stack. It just gives room free elephant meat. I can understand that. Yeah. There we go. Valedia has been cut down to size. They have 3 cities now. And they broke their alliance because they're not strong enough anymore. We're no longer importing cloth. Yeah, okay, so maintenance cost. I think that'll actually pan out to be profitable. We've lost our source of grain in the capital, so we definitely want to get some grain trade going again. Editani, fantastic. How many pops are we up to? 165 pops. We're getting up there. Okay. Is it? Got about 45 minutes to go here. Alright. Armies are assembled. Okay, so the Sequani, Naidui, and the Umbari. I think we can make this happen. I think we can make this happen. Province of Allobrogia. I'm going to go down to speed 3. We're going to declare war on the 26th of March. Actually, let's go back up to speed 5. Alright. And then we'll go down to speed 3 after we declare war. So Lingones are giving us a gift. That's so nice of them. All right. This is going to be serious. The only way we win this is by playing smarter than Paradox AI, which means we're going to need to focus on force concentration. We're going to need to create force concentration zones. You've probably heard me talk about this before if you've seen me play any other Paradox games. Basically, the idea is that if needed, we can get our entire army to one spot quickly, even if that means having to abandon a siege. So I'm not being as efficient as I could be as far as carpet sieges go. Oh, no, we don't want to sue for peace yet. I was just checking and seeing who joined in. So everybody, which is expected. So we're going to watch for any movement, and if we get even the slightest chance to wipe a stack, we're going to take it. Because any stacks we can wipe will be extremely valuable. Military access offers, we're just going to blanket accept those for now. Let's see. Conturania wants to import some shit from us. That is totally fine. This is our best general. All of our generals are pretty competent. We have 3 level 7 generals and 1 level 9. But we definitely want him involved in any battles that are like of great significance. Oh, but Brakte is recapturing this because it's in the range of 2/4. I was like, what's going on there? No sign of the enemy yet. We're going to pause and make a battle plan as soon as we see them. So we'll get into some nitty-gritty military command RP here. Connor says this will end right as his shift at work ends, so that is perfect. I'm glad to be able to entertain you through your day in the professional realm. Okay, so this guy's right where he needs to be. He can go to their aid if he needs to. Can go to their aid if he needs to, not especially quickly, but let's also make sure our tactics are set properly. So we know they do have some heavy infantry, so they could be coming at us with shock tactics, potentially. At least we know that the Segusavians have heavy infantry. Hang on, I'm cleaning off my mouse pad here, because it's not behaving correctly, which means it's probably got some dust or something. These guys... I kind of want to be able to counter a shock action if they do come at us with a shock action. I think I'm going to keep them on skirmish for now, though. And then these stacks over here, they definitely should not be on shock. Development against deception and phalanxes. We're not fighting anybody that uses a phalanx. Keep them on deception for now. We'll see how that goes. We'll kind of feel out what kind of tactics they're using. So that'll be how we'll kind of approach it. So far, no retaliation whatsoever. Yeah, I'm more concerned about being able to reinforce this stack than I am about being able to reinforce this stack. These guys could probably hold out a little bit longer. So this is kind of the optimal placement. They are giving us a huge advantage in this war if they allow us to take one of these forts before they show up. Okay, there's the enemy. They are marching on Rodmuna. Can we get there to stop them? We can't. We don't have access to that province. So we'll let them march in. They're going to arrive there on the 18th of October, and that's when we're going to reassess what's going on. They have 3 armies led by a level 9 general. Okay, that's what they're trying to do. So we're gonna try to march in and stop them. I'm not gonna force march, but I'm gonna trust that we can get there in time. If we see any reinforcements just pop out of the mist, we will retreat immediately. So let's see what's going on here. Our tactic got countered. So they went for an envelopment. So we're looking at light infantry, light cavalry, heavy cavalry chariots, a little bit of everything. I also have a slight discipline advantage because we forgot to create a Tyrannus, or we didn't wait long enough to get the prayers to Tyrannus. I think we can hold out. It'd be very nice to get this fort if they can hold out long enough for reinforcements to show up. Although, here's the thing: if they retreat from this battle, we've gotten word back from the front that they're in envelopment stance, so we actually know exactly how to counter that. So we are going to go in and which one's going to get its envelopment? Shock, triplex, phalanx deception. Okay, so it's shock action, which we have 0% efficiency with, but we might as well. Alright, they held out. And I might actually abandon the siege. Even if we have to take them one fort at a time. Alright, so this is the question we have right now. That 6.2k stack, not super dangerous right at this exact second. They could become dangerous if they're joined by allies. So we kind of have to decide Well, actually, that reinforcement army is probably still pretty fresh. Let's see, they're marching... Again, they've got a little bit of everything. I think we might be able to take them in an even fight. Let's see where they're headed. We're putting ourselves a little bit out of range if there's another counterattack against the besiegers. Okay. Which currently we're not making any progress on the siege because we don't have enough people there. It looks like they are going to give battle here. They have a level 8 general, we have a level 9 general, we have slightly better numbers and better troops. They ended up going in skirmish stance, so that's going to even out. Alright, they're not effing around, so I think we probably need to abandon this siege. It's more important right now that we win battles than win sieges. Because they have superior numbers. I might actually retreat from this. Yeah, we're gonna retreat from that. Just so we don't take any more casualties than we need to. Okay, so what I've learned there is that they're able to concentrate their forces to the point that it's not really safe to go after 2 cities at once. So what we should really do is we should focus our main stack on Segusavia. And then have all of our other 3 armies stand around as support. We're not really gonna have the ability. It would have been nice if we could have taken one of those forts quickly, because then we could have focused on the other fort. Didn't end up working out. The city's held. That's okay. We just have to play a little bit more conservatively. Is all that we're gonna have to do here. Yeah, Katie Cat's talking about how divisive Imperator has been so far. I don't necessarily get it myself either, to be perfectly honest. I'm very surprised how like extensive the complaints about this game have been so far. Oh, come on, you can't tell me that that's a yellow. Petitioner approaches. I'd rather have the oratory power right now. You can't tell me that's an even fight. Nobody has a terrain bonus. Oh, because it's a clan retinue, so it's shit troops. That's why. That's why it's not as decisive as I felt like it should have been, because our good army is now responsible for siege. So, yeah, take him down. I wish you could tell clan armies don't build garbage troops, but I guess that's one of the disadvantages of playing a barbarian. Yeah, I really like Imperator. It might be my second favorite Paradox game after CK2. Obviously EU4 with all the updates is a much more complete game, but Imperator is coming up behind EU4 to take that number 2 spot for me. I love the warfare. I think the internal politics are on a great path. Apparently we have starving pops because the surrounding lands have been sacked, which is, you know, understandable. I wish we could wipe those cohorts that they just paid money for and have not put any troops into. Okay, so we have 1900 and 1600. Let's do this. Okay. So the first worst. Don't tell me that's an even battle. Don't tell me that's a yellow. There we go. There we go. That's more like it. Come on, guys. Come on. Let's be real here. Alright, stack wipe. That's what I wanted to see. Yeah, internal politics are great. I think the map is fantastic. I think this is the best, other than arguably Hearts of Iron, has the best warfare of any Paradox game. I'm really kind of just over EU4 style warfare of just ramming giant stacks of infantry into each other, and whoever has the most people wins. So, yeah. Almost 300 Celts, Valorgain says. That was the, that was not as well known a story, is the story of the almost 300 Celts. They were not as famous as the 300 Spartans. They couldn't. It was supposed to be 300 Celts. They had some people who called out at the last minute. They had a job interview. Some of them just had family in town. It just ended up being the timing didn't work out. It happens. It's part of life. So they've got a level 1 general marching 1,400 guys to certain doom against my level 7 general into the woods of Arthona, which sounds like it might actually be a real Celtic name, unlike some of these province names like Achaidh Cheide, which is clearly the later Roman name because they understandably probably did not go through and try to find Gaulish names for all the Gaulish provinces, but I'm sure somebody will eventually add a Gaulish place name mod. Alright, so we're going to plan to ambush this guy. He is marching into Arthona right now. We're going to escape before he gets here. We're going to turn around and immediately charge back and attack him. So we're vacating these woods. It's kind of a feigned retreat type thing. And now he's locked in. So now we are going to go attack him here. Well, our second army swings up from the south from Rica Magus. And he's not going to be able to do anything about it. And our siege is progressing well. So I think this is an extremely winnable war. I think we're going to actually take a shitload of land in this, is my prediction. But actually I don't want to jinx it, so I'm going to change my prediction to we're going to burn and die. Warrior's Honor. The battle-hardened soldiers serving under Lugatorix have performed mighty acts of valor. Yeah, loyalty gain doesn't really matter for a tribal army because they're going to be 100% loyal to their general anyway, so we might as well keep them happy. Katia is disloyal. How close are they to rebelling is my only question. Let's see, so we're on assimilation. I know there's a way to bring up graphs that show you the breakdown of culture on the province level, but I always forget how to do it. It replaces this, I think, or it's supposed to. Where's that screen? Anyway, people down here are mad because probably cultural reasons. Betsy, how's it going? Thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. Shunner says the Roman names in Gaulish provinces bother him so much. They bother me too, but I figure eventually either DLC or a mod will fix it. Okay, so we have taken, speaking of inaccurate Roman names for Gaulish places, we have taken Seguslavorum. Honestly, you could change a lot of these to be Gallic sounding just by changing the ending. Like if you called it Seguslavu, Slavo Ronon or something. If you want to just do the cheap and quick way. Let the looting be gentle, let the men roam freely. I don't gain any extra popularity, we just get more... Arverni citizens. No, we're not going to kill Arverni citizens. Let the looting be gentle. They are our brethren. Okay.